Hello. Today, I think I'm doing another, oopsie, don't mind me and knocking my camera over. I am doing another work ghost story time. I haven't done one. I did the one back in October, like a couple months after I started working at my job. And it was quiet for a little bit until we got newer employees, and then stuff kind of picked up. I noticed that seems to be a pattern where the activity seems to pick up when we get new employees. And in November we had a bunch of management leave, and we had some regular people leave, and so we had a lot of new people come in between November and December. And we even just got a new person like a week ago too, so I'm sure there'll be more shit. But these are the stories I have collected from my coworkers. One of them left. Not quite sure why. I never really got the reason why she left so abruptly. I tried, and I thought we were becoming friends, but something must have happened there. Who knows? I can tell you the couple things that she told me first. She's gone. She left back right before Christmas. She stopped showing up. She worked there for like maybe 3 weeks, and she was supposed to be our third shift manager. And I had warned her. I said, hey, you know, some spooky shit happens occasionally. Told her stories that other people had told me before. Told her the couple things that happened to me, and she was like, she says she's skeptic and all that stuff. And then maybe a week or so later, no, I think it was like almost 2 weeks later actually, because I think she told me this maybe, she was there a little over 3 weeks, so I think she told me this right like a week and a half before she just stopped showing up. So she said, yeah, I'm skeptic and all this stuff, but man, this place is starting to creep me out. I was like, oh yeah, what happened? She said, well, one night I was sitting in the control room. Control room is in our like regular like call center building, which is, it's downstairs in the lower level basement, whatever you want to call it. They just call it the lower level because it's not really basement-y, because there's like a cafeteria and stuff. But anyway, she's like, I was sitting in the control room. She's like, I thought I saw movement on the camera. She's like, when I looked up, she's like, it scared the shit out of me, because she's like, that, you know, the camera that's pointing at the elevator. I was like, oh yeah, they usually don't have that screen up. Most of the people do. Like, we have different settings, and one of them you can have like up to 16 cameras showing on it. And so there's a view of the elevator on the first floor. Anyway, she's like, yeah, you know, the camera that points towards the elevator. I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't usually have that one up, but when I do, I mean, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. She said, well, she's like, it scared the crap out of me. She's like, because I saw what looked like this shadow crawl up the wall, then crawl across the elevator, and then crawl back down the other wall and through the floor. She's like, it scared the shit out of me. And she's like, and then I sat there with my phone for like a good 10 minutes just in case it came back. And I was like, oh. I was like, I have never seen anything on those cameras, but thanks. And then she told me she had 2 different experiences in the basement of the data center, which is the other building, which is where most of the shit happens. Like, some shit happens in the call center building, but it's like, I usually say the activity there is pretty benign, mostly. Like, doors opening and closing, like, to me that's pretty, like, yeah, it'll scare you, but not quite like the stuff that happens down in the basement of the data center. So, she said, one night, before she was supposed to go up to the mezzanine is, I want to remind, if you haven't seen my first video, is where people who have seen the shadow figure, that's where they usually see him. But there's a little area that leads up to it. She goes, yeah, I was in the 15 area before the mezzanine. And she's like, I heard really, really heavy footsteps behind me. She said it scared me so much. She's like, I had to turn around, but there was nobody there. And I was like, oh. I was like, yeah, that would scare the crap out of me too. She goes, it was really loud. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm glad that hasn't happened to me. And she said, then she had another freaky experience in the basement. She said, I know my round. Like, I know where I'm supposed to go. It's really easy down there. Like, it only takes a couple days really to learn it. Like, it's literally just door, 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 door. She's like, for whatever reason, she's like, it was so weird. She said everything was reversed. I was like, I have never heard anyone say that before. She goes, yeah, it was like all the doors were flipped around. She's like, I was getting lost. And she's like, it was fucking me up so much. She's like, because I know my round, and I didn't understand why all the doors were on the opposite side. I was like, that's weird. I think that's the freakiest thing of all the things she told me. So, those were experiences she told me. I don't know if she had any other ones in that last week and a half that might have made her not want to come back to work. She didn't say anything. It's possible, honestly. I kind of suspect maybe something might have happened that she didn't tell me. But, moving on to one of my other coworkers. I'll just call him Rye. He's been having a lot of shit happen. I think I had mentioned what had happened to the one that left. He goes, oh, did she say anything else? I was like, no, that's everything she told me before she left. And he goes, yeah, I've had a lot of shit happen to me. I was like, oh, really? He goes, yeah. He's like, it's not, he's like, I've been chased up in the mezzanine multiple times. I'm like, multiple times? Multiple times, really? He goes, yeah. He's like, I can hear heavy footsteps chasing me. And he's like, it's really uncomfortable and I have to run. He's like, I haven't seen anything. He's like, but you can hear the... I was like, it's never happened to me. I said, but you're not the first one to talk about footsteps or feeling like you're being chased. I said, the only thing I've ever had up there is feeling like someone's watching me. And it's really uncomfortable. I said, I know some people have seen the shadow figure up there. I said, thankfully I haven't. And thankfully I haven't been chased. Because I don't need it. I don't need it. The only thing I had, which I think was after the last video, and like, I don't know if I was, because this was in the main part of the basement, which is usually not an issue, but I swear I thought I saw something run across from like, we have a bunch of pallets and stuff down there that has like our rock salt, and then there's like a genie lift in the middle, and I thought I saw something run from the pallets of salt to the genie lift, like behind the genie lift, but I was like, no, I don't, no, I can't fuck with that right now. So, whatever, if it was just me imagining things, or if I actually saw something, no. I, last night, actually, had a situation where I was down in the area with the doors in the main part of the basement, and I swear I heard a door, like 3 doors down, open up and close, which I've never had happen in that area. Like, I've had doors open up in the other building, but, like, I was like, that was not a door that I just opened, and I swear I heard, like, I think it was the building management door down there, or like maintenance people's door open and close. I was like, I've been hearing shit lately. It's really weird. Like, in the call center building, I swear I heard a woman's voice one night, and there was no one around, and I was like, why now? Why am I hearing voices in this building now? I don't need this shit. I was like, you know, I was good with the, like, okay, you're gonna open a door here and there, like, or close something, like, we can deal with that, but, like, I don't need to hear voices in this building. And then Rye, he's always talking about, like, he has problems with the lights not turning on in the buildings. Like, we have automatic lights, and, like, one of the floors is a little touchy all the time anyway, the 3rd floor, so I never think about it too much. But he says he has problems on, like, all the floors. And I was like, I guess they just must like you or something. Like, they like to fuck with you. Because he just seems like he has problems, like, every week with something. Because he'll do a round and then he'll ask me, like, after I do a round, like, did the lights come on for you? And I'm like, yeah. And he'll be like, didn't come on for me. Or he'll say that the radio, like, there's an intercom system. He said it will turn all the way up randomly around him. And I was like, yeah, that's a little a little strange. So he has a lot of just random shit happening around him. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I haven't. Oh! I took a picture. This was back in December also. I took a picture upstairs in our like break area in the data center. And I got an image that basically looks like there's a face behind me. Now, I mean, I was dating someone else at the time, very briefly, and sent him the picture because I was just taking a picture. I was like, yeah, you know, it's great when I take a selfie at work and then a face shows up, and he looks at it, he's like, what, did somebody like smash their face in the window? I was like, well, first off, this is on the 2nd floor. Second off, they literally just cleaned these windows. There's nothing on that window. And he said, oh, weird. And like, I showed it later to the guy I'm dating now, and he goes, ugh, why'd you show me that? That's creepy. Like, he's more skeptic, but he's interested in paranormal stuff. But yeah, he got freaked out. He's like, ooh, that gave me goosebumps. So, maybe I'll just stop this so I can like insert picture, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I mean, you can judge picture as you will. You know, people say one thing or the other, but I've taken plenty of pictures at work and I've never had anything show up that looked like, I mean, just like basic outline of a face. It reminds me of some like freaking The Ring shit or The Grudge. Just like, I don't know. Shit, man. Because I haven't done one. I only did the one other one. So I'm making sure I'm not forgetting anything. I mean, I think it's all just generally like most of the stuff has been happening right lately. And like most of the things that I've dealt with. I think, wait, did I talk? Okay, there was one day I was doing the door checks and checking them. And I jiggle the doors and make sure they're locked and, or unlocked. And like literally the door that I just left after I just jiggled it, like again. So that was fun. I mean, that's pretty. Goes into my mundane pile of shit that happens in the call center building. Anyway, I think that's everything for now as far as my work is haunted update. If I have any other stories, I will surely follow up. I mean, we have a new girl. I didn't say anything to her, so let's see if she'll tell me anything, or if anything happens to her. You know, some people, nothing really happens around them, but like, I guess it depends on how sensitive you are. Like, I can be kind of sensitive stuff, but like, I put the I don't want to fucking see you guard up, so like, don't fuck with me. So that seems to be working. And hopefully it keeps working, because I can't deal, like, if I go in there in the basement one day and something starts chasing me. That's a fuck this, fuck no, don't fuck with me. Anyway, subscribe to my channel, because I post random shit sometimes, or all the time, actually. Bye.